day will be so blessed, starting from today as we slaughter the cow until the last day on Sunday.
We know development is coming. Part of it has come. We cannot, it's them saying, we cannot expect that development can arrive to all of us at the same time.
Africa is rich in resources, talent, and ambition. But when corruption infects leadership, entire nations suffer. Welcome to Nomad Africa, and today we're counting down the top 5 most corrupt presidents in Africa, based on evidence from global watchdogs, reports, and court records. So let's jump into it. Make sure you subscribe and let me know in the comments who should be included in the list. At number 5 comes Jacob Zuma of South Africa. He came to power as elected president in 2009 through the ANC after being deputy president.
Development can arrive to all of us at the same time.
Here are corruption facts. He is linked to over 700 charges of corruption, fraud, and racketeering. He enabled state capture by the Gupta family. He also mismanagement of SOEs like Eskom and Transnet. The sources are Transparency International, Zondo Commission Report, BBC, Al Jazeera. South Africa believed in him. But under Zuma, state-owned enterprises collapsed, electricity outages became normal, and trust in leadership was shattered. The Zondo Commission didn't just expose corruption. It showed how the system was hijacked. Zuma's presidency became the face of state capture in Africa. Billions were looted, and South Africa is still recovering from the damage. Let's proceed. At number 4, most corrupt African leaders in history is Sani Abacha of Nigeria. He seized power in 1993, ruled in silence, but stole in billions. Even after death, Abacha's name haunts Nigeria. Imagine how many schools, hospitals, or jobs that money could have created. Here are corruption facts. He stole an estimated $3 to $5 billion from state coffers. He has funds hidden in Swiss banks and offshore accounts. Nigeria still recovers the Abacha loot to this day. Sources are Transparency International, The Guardian, and the United States Department of Justice. Few African names are as linked to theft as Abacha. His regime turned Nigeria into a personal ATM.
Chief Anas Shoneka and my subsequent appointment as head of state and commander-in-chief, I have had extensive consultations within the armed forces hierarchy.
At number 3, we have Mobutu Sese Seko of DR Congo. He came to power in 1965. Mobutu was a master of image, but behind the sunglasses, a country was collapsing. He ruled with charm and steel, and he looted with no shame. Corruption. Facts are that he embezzled over $5 billion from state funds, used state money to build mansions in Europe, ran the central bank like his own pocket. Sources are BBC Archives, IMF reports, and Transparency International. Mobutu ruled with flair and greed. His golden cane symbolized a rule of excess while his people lived in poverty. You think that's madness? No. At number 2, we have Omar al-Bashir from Sudan. He came to power in 1989. He ruled through fear, but the fear hid something deeper. Behind the iron rule was a kingdom of stolen oil, fake companies, and state contracts used to buy loyalty. These are corruption facts. He was accused of stealing over $9 billion from Sudan's oil wealth. ICC wanted him for war crimes, also exposed for massive graft. He used government contracts to loot public funds. Sources are Reuters, Global Witness, ICC reports. And lastly, on top of the list, stands Teodoro Obiang Nguema Mbasogo, Equatorial Guinea. Came to power in 1979. These are corruption facts. World's longest serving president still in power. family linked to luxury mansions, private jets, and sports cars. US and French authorities seized over $100 million in stolen assets. And above all this is a nation rich in oil, yet most citizens live in poverty. Sources are US DOJ, Human Rights Watch, and Transparency International. Obiang turned Equatorial Guinea into a kingdom of oil for himself. His people see none of the wealth, while palaces rise abroad. He is not just corrupt, he's still in power. His son posts champagne and Bentleys online, while 70% of his people live on less than $2 a day. When oil came, it didn't lift a nation, it crowned a king.
Lastly, in the recent allegations, there are controversial stories concerning Kenyan current president William Ruto, who came to power as elected president in 2022 after serving as deputy president for 10 years under Uhuru Kenyatta. He is accused of land grabbing, e.g. Westin Hotel case, also linked by critics to past graft in ministries and tender awards. He faces rising scrutiny as some allies in his administration are investigated for corruption. Sources are from Nation Media, BBC Africa Eye, Standard Group, and Daily Maverick. President Ruto denies all corruption allegations, calling them political attacks.
Hatua kwa hatua. Hatua kwa hatua.
But questions continue to swirl. Many Kenyans ask, can one fight corruption while surrounded by it? Corruption is a slow war. It kills dreams, destroys schools, and steals futures. These leaders may have ruled with power, but history remembers who truly paid the price. Who do you think should be on this list? Drop a comment and subscribe to Nomad Africa, where we speak truth to power. Let's meet at the next one.